DJ Rhett Podcast.
All right, welcome to the DJ Rhett Podcast. As always, it's me, DJ Rhett, and I'm in a new location. I got my little brother Benji. What's up, boss?
What's happening, my brother?
Oh man, just kicking it. New location. If you're watching us on Facebook, this is my bonus room. I turned it into a studio. So, what you think, man?
Looks like it's been since your house has been built.
Well, actually, no. I got more crap that I threw up against the wall right here. So,
no, I like it. You've always wanted a studio in the house, so
yeah.
here it is.
And I mean, but if I turn the cameras around, it looks like somebody threw up behind a set. I mean, that's usually what a set looks like.
Exactly.
It's throw up behind it, and it looks good in the front. So
you put a green screen, throw everything behind the green screen.
Exactly. But I'm doing I just want to send a shout out to the sponsor this month. It's Lakeside Toyota. I just bought a 4Runner from there.
Nice.
Yes, nice. And you know me, I like black colors. Like that's just I have never owned unless it was forced on me like a company vehicle. I've never owned anything other than a black car.
You are correct.
I had I didn't own it at the time. Daddy had a Grand Am, I think, at the time, and it was black. Remember that Pontiac Grand Am? Well, I think it was hand-me-downs.
No, I got mine new, but
Oh, really? Yeah, you did get one. Yeah. All right. Well,
you had the Bronco.
I had the Bronco, and then I had it was a used Bronco.
You drove a Sunfire.
Yeah, but no, Mom and Dad had a Pontiac Grand Am, and
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah, and I drove that for a little while when I first got my license. Then Dad said, "Nope, you got to go get a job, and you got to go do all this stuff." And he bought me a used Ford Bronco. It was like a 87. Yeah, well, the first one burned up, or he sold it, and he got it. I like that one so much that we got another one. Yeah. But yeah, and then I got the Sunfire, Pontiac Sunfire, black, and then I got the Explorer, and I had the Explorer forever. Mm-hmm. That was black, and
Your
then
truck was black. Huh?
My truck that I bought was black. Yeah, the GMC Sierra, and then I had a company vehicle that was gray, and then I had to buy another vehicle. I actually wanted to get a Bronco because I love the Bronco, but the Broncos, everything's out of inventory. But if I'm honest, Lakeside Toyota does have some models that I went over there because they had the only black one available and the one style that I wanted. So it kind of worked out perfectly, and we got to talking and. Man, they said, "Man, we love your podcast. We want to come on. Hey, man, let's go. Let's do it." So, and I love the service is great over there. I went over there. I upgraded to leather seats. I set my appointment. I went over there, dude. It took them 3 hours. Like I would have thought it would took like, I'll come back in 3 days. 3 hours, man. They had the cloth seats out and they put the leather seats in. So that's pretty fast in my opinion. Especially if I'm driving from home all the way to Lakeside. So.
I can't even clean a car in 3 hours, much less change the seats.
Yeah, they had that thing, in no time. And they also gave me a little rent car, so I didn't have to stay over there, and I was able to go shop at, at the mall, go Rodeo, like the Cajun words, But it's been a while since I did a podcast, bro. So I'm getting what they call that parched.
Your mouth's dry.
My mouth's dry there, bro.
Parched.
Haven't done the podcast in a while because I actually opened up my own studio. I'm going to do this marketing thing on my own. So a lot of things been happening. So the past couple of weeks, one thing I was trying to prepare for the Catchin Rodeo and second annual Cocodrie Summer Bash. So, of course, Claudette, the Babette came, if you know what a Babette is. Babette's a little aggravating little things, you know, you can call them like little critters or whatever. They run all over the place.
Anything aggravating.
Anything that aggravates you call a Babette. Yeah. Okay, it's a little chut or something like that. And chut means Babette, Babette's chut. You can interchange, those things like that. But I don't even know where I was going with that.
You were talking about how you're on your own now.
Oh, yeah. So
you got tied up with the rodeo.
So I was tied up with the rodeo, and I actually was doing Stellar Media, and I'm no longer with Stellar. I decided to just step out and do this on my own. So I'm available for commercial shoots, video shoots, even just social media, engagement consultation, I guess. I don't even know what you would call that. If you need help with social media, I mean, I can help you with that. I actually got some clients that actually pay me to post for them. And it's not, the post looks like it comes from them, but it's actually me creating the post for them. And social media is just the way to go right now.
Well, it's the easiest to see.
It's free too.
It's in the palm of your hand.
Exactly. And that's what that's everybody's going to that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like everybody wants to binge watch on phones. Everybody wants to
and
TikTok.
It
TikTok
might be the
blowing
cheapest route out there. I don't know how much a TV. I mean, I know Super Bowl ads are the most expensive, but social media might be the cheapest platform.
Here's the thing with social media, and this is something that I explain to my clients. When you dealing with TV, and I'm not saying that TV's like just not worth it or whatever. TV's still, but TV's still valid. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, there's a big major switch, and it's been happening. I mean, I was talking to Aaron, my music producer, the other day about like music is changing. It's basically, if you look at iTunes right now, the top songs right now, it's crazy. It will blow your mind. The top song right now as of this morning, was Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits, his new one that came out.
Yep.
But before that, it was Fancy Like by that new country music guy. Everything, yeah, exactly. You don't know the guy. But I mean, I know him now because he's all over TikTok with his daughter. So that's what he did. He's a country music singer that figured it out. Mm-hmm. That's how you use social media to get your stuff out there, and you mix it with a little cute dance with your daughter or whatever. I mean, me and Meg did that, with the Get Up Challenge. He made a song called Fancy Like. It's number 1 on the iTunes, okay? Pop charts, okay? That's hard.
Yep.
You're talking about with the likes of Ed Sheeran,
any of you,
Megan Thee Stallion, Drake, Post Malone.
Big music artists.
All those guys. Yeah, exactly. They are usually the ones that are on the top. Guess who number 2 was? It was freaking Creedence Clearwater Revival. Who'll Stop the Rain?
Just people downloading it from...
The reason why is because the United States, it's been rain all over, and guess what's
happening? The
United
States, I know in Houma.
Yeah, in Houma and Louisiana. Yeah, bro. The next song that we're coming out, we're going to talk about Don't Cast in a little bit, but the next song we're coming out with is about Louisiana weather. It's, dude, it rains all the freaking time. But... But yeah, so I forgot. Every time I'm on a roll, I forget what I'm saying.
I think you're trying to lead into like the guy that's the number 1 song or number 2 song.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, Who'll Stop the Rain?
Mm-hmm.
Who'll Stop? Everybody downloaded that song because they on TikTok making videos.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the rain? And they're like, yeah, I'm tired. So you have this generation of young people who have never heard Clarence Clearwater Revival. Yeah. They've never heard what's another one that was on it? Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah,
like Dreams.
That's on.
That was one of the number 1 downloaded albums last year because that guy Dogface or whatever did the skateboard thing with it and lip synced, and it went viral.
Yeah.
So the song ends up being viral. So
and everything's digital now too. So you're not gonna have someone grab a CD, burn it into digital format and do it. They're just going to go click for 99 cents and go grab it.
But, I mean, yeah, it's true. Everybody wants the convenience. They pay for convenience now. Yep. So, I mean, just like we were talking about music, it's happening with video too, and it's happening with entertainment. So, a lot of people are turning to social media and social media influencers and big pages that have huge followings. Over here in Louisiana, you got some of the big pages that they got. Well, is my page, DJ Rhett. You got the Cajun Ninja. You got Jason. You got Stale Cracker. He's coming up the ranks, but a lot of these guys are starting out on TikTok, and then they starting to move their following to Facebook. Right now, everybody's on TikTok. Like the young, money-hungry people are on TikTok right now.
I mean, I don't do TikTok videos, but I watch TikTok.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of people that just watch it.
Yeah.
And there's huge money involved in that. And I built my audience on Facebook, so I kind of tend to stay on Facebook and put my videos out there. But Facebook works just like TV. You got people that come in, they have content. Okay, so the content creators are like people like me and, the Cajun Ninja, Stale Cracker, all these guys. They are the TV networks.
Yes.
Okay. And Facebook is the Direct TV or the or the AT&T or whatever. So what happens is all these creators put their stuff out there, and then you might see a little 5-second ad that might pop up right in the middle or whatever. They're paying us.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
Monetization.
It's no different than TV stations saying, okay, I have this TV slot. We're going to put, I don't know what, NCIS at 7 o'clock because that's our most popular show.
Yeah. So
well, guess what? They run commercials in there. So when you see the commercials in there, you're paying top dollar for that because that goes in front of the face. No different than Facebook.
Back in 2 and 2.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 and 2. They say that because I got to get
pay
paid
the bills.
and laid.
Yeah, I got to pay the bills.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. So it's no different. It's just in a different format. And over the last 5 years, I've been blessed to to really understand it and figure it out. Mm-hmm. And I just decided that I'm gonna take the delve.
It's kind of I'm kind of different boats, but like I work for myself. Mm-hmm. There's a fear and an excitement in it, because you don't know if next week that paycheck's coming in. If you work a regular job, but the beauty of social media and being out on your own is you dictate how much money you make. Right. You could sit in that chair all day long and do nothing. Guess what? You're not going to make anything.
Right.
But, I mean, I know you because you're my brother, but money and the fun of what you're doing motivates you. Yeah. So I would say the fun, the entertaining aspect of it is one for you, and the money is just the byproduct of it.
I never did any of this stuff for money or to I want to be in front of it. It's just been in my blood. I'm an entertainer.
Well, that's the thing, but it also, now that you're on your own, you can do this as an enjoyment and reap the benefits of it.
Right. And I'm not doing just Facebook stuff, and I'm doing the social media consultant. I got a couple of clients that's paying me to do some video content for them. Not just DJ Rhett stuff. No. I can do some serious pieces for different. Not me skills. Not me acting in it. I'm behind the camera. I could do a lot of
use your skill
drone
set.
shots. Editing a lot of the videos that we do, like the "Don't Cast So Close to Me" video. I edited that video. Yeah. I didn't shoot it. I can't shoot myself.
But in total production, that was what, 4 people?
Yeah, 4 people total production for that video. So I know the best people in town that's going to give me for instance, Aaron. He's the best at audio, so I'm going to go to him. Yeah. Anthony, he's the best at cinematography. I'm going to go to him. I love all of it, so I'm going to try to delve into it a little bit. I love the acting side of it. I love the creative writing side of it. Yeah. I have to just learn to organize myself a little better because I'm all over the place sometimes. I mean, if you look the Audie's notebooks, I bet you if you look in there, like you could be like, Rhett, you could put all of that in one notebook.
I agree. Like I know that feeling because
I'm a madman, bro.
I have 17 notebooks on my desk at my house.
I don't need all of that, but I need all of that.
But you know exactly where you.
I know where my ideas are
and where it's That's all that matters. Those
those gray spiral notebooks. Those are from my old job, Hamilton Metals.
Yeah, I see the Hamilton.
So when I got laid off, I'm like, I ain't giving this shit back to them. So I kept them. So I put like little ideas and notes,
send the bill.
Send the bill. Tell me whatever. But I put like little ideas in there, or like if I had a meeting, I would just write little notes in there or whatever. But if I had a really good idea, I have a Marvel comic book journal right there, and I'll like write like just weird stuff in there. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night and I have some a weird thought, I'll write it in there. Like I usually kept it by my bedside, but then I've brought it up here because I usually fall asleep right here. Like, so I'll just wake up and write some stupid stuff in there.
But the funny thing is, if you don't write it down when it pops in your head, it might not ever come back in your head.
Dude, there are some nights when I'm washing the dishes and I'm drinking some wine and I'm just spitballing, bro, and just and I am laughing my ass off at myself. And then I'm like, what the hell did I say at the sink with it? And I don't remember.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You have to either record yourself or if you have to write it down. And that's my problem. So that's what I do. I write it down, and then when I go back to it, I'm like, where's that damn idea at?
Exactly.
Whatever. But I mean, yes, that is like a what they call it, a a plethora of ideas in those notebooks right there. So.
A collage.
A collage. But yeah, Don't Cast So Close to Me is in the Marvel one. So and Don't Cast So Close to Me came up. We were filming the 5th episode of y'all Catchin. We were doing specs with Sean.
Oh, when you're okay.
Yeah, and we were just messing around, and I was like, let's do a scene where we cross over each other and whatever, because a lot of that stuff. I mean, yeah, it's improv and everything, but I mean, you kind of Hollywood spoof it up a little bit and try to make it interesting, like every other show. I mean, we're not swamp people and jumping in like waters with.
It ain't that hard to shoot an alligator in the head.
You're sorry. Right. Yeah, it's not.
It's entertaining. People in California,
they're like,
New York,
oh my God, they wrestle them
flip.
suckers and they flipping and they doing it.
You pull them
You
up,
may
shoot
get
them,
one that's got. You may get one that's like
every now and then,
agitated every now and then because they ornery because they got all them teeth. Like that joke from the Water Boy, but they don't really. I mean.
You don't want to play around with them.
Well, 9 times out of 10, when you pull that thing up, they are so wore out from trying to get off of that thing. Like, they wear themselves out.
Swallow that hook in it. I mean, think
it'll
about
tear
you
'em
swallowing
up.
a piece of chicken and a hook in your stomach.
Speaking of which, you ever seen that on Saw?
Oh, not on Saw.
Okay,
no.
you got to watch the Saw movies. You ever watch
I
the Saw
watched,
movies?
I think, 1, 2, and 3.
Well, one of the traps, the dude, it was that.
Oh,
like,
okay.
he woke up and he had like a string coming out of his mouth, and he's like, the key is attached to in your stomach at the other end, but the key is also attached to a hook. So they had to pull.
That's the craziest movies.
Dude,
but
yeah, man. Dude, who is that warped to come up with that? But they're geniuses because they're millionaires now. That the franchise made them millions of dollars.
Yeah,
think about that. There's lots of sick people out there.
Yeah, but they make money. Like
no, sick people that want to watch it, like me. Like I don't know what it is. I love getting like uneasy watching like horror movies like that.
I can't watch horror movies.
Oh, dude. Love that stuff.
I don't want nothing pulling in my toes at night, bro. I don't want the Babette come and pull my toes.
Oh no, horror and ghost stuff, like stuff that I think could really happen. I love watching that stuff.
I watch mostly like stand-up comedies and pretty much sports. That's about it.
Yeah,
but I don't have cable either.
Right.
Like I have Netflix. But
that's why everything's that we were talking about. It switches over. I mean,
like when football season comes along, I have an antenna, and I watch the Saints.
Right.
That's it.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Saints, bro. Well, no, I'm gonna watch them, but I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Saints.
But this year is all about.
But it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be weird.
This year, it's all about fantasy football. It's all about fantasy football this year for me. Yep.
I'm just gonna enjoy the.
I'm gonna watch them, but I know.
Tom Brady's going to win again.
I'm not going to say he's going to win again, but the Saints ain't going to beat him in the division.
No.
I mean,
they got some firepower. They got some firepower in there.
I've bashed him so many years just because, I was a Drew Brees deep in my blood. And then
love Tom Brady right now.
Man, they got the reports coming out that he was going to sign with the Saints.
With the Saints, if Drew would have left. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was true. I heard that rumor,
No, that was true.
Oh, it was?
It was. Because they didn't know if Drew was going to come back, but then when he decided, now they're speculating, because Tom Brady basically came out and said, you're going to go with that MFer over me. They're trying to figure out what quarterback that is. And there's high speculation that he said that about Drew Brees.
What?
And that's why he came to the Tampa. I mean, conspiracy theorists. But,
yeah.
I mean, they also, the Dolphins chose Ryan Fitzpatrick and not him. It could have been Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's so many things, but I pretty much I bow down to him now.
No, dude, look, the dude's an alien, man. He's I don't know what that dude is the greatest of all time. I'm sorry, I was like Drew Brees. Yeah, no, Drew Brees is like near and dear to my heart. Yeah, I mean, he brought me a Super Bowl that I would never ever have if it wasn't for him. But Tom Brady, bro, that dude, and I like him now with Tampa Bay because he's so he's cool. He does more videos. I follow him on TikTok.
I was about to say that.
He's funny now.
Peyton Manning was always known as an asshole to play along with. Mm-hmm. Peyton Manning's one of the funniest guys out there when he started doing social media and appearances.
Right.
Tom Brady is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a golfer, so I watch when he plays the match.
Right.
And they had him and it's going to be Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady versus Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. And he was throwing jabs at Aaron Rodgers in the press conference, basically, in big time decisions, Aaron Rodgers needs help to decide because of that field goal that they decided to kick. Like I think it was on TNT.
Yeah,
they did the thing,
and he's just. I mean,
well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers don't give a shit about
yeah,
nothing right
I know
now.
he don't care about anything. He's gonna sit out. I think. He ain't playing for
He
the
can
damn
opt
Packers.
out due to COVID.
Oh, really?
If he wanted to, yeah. I think he's got till the 2nd, so he got 2 days because today's the 30th or whatever.
Come on, Aaron, you gotta play, bro.
Go play for the Broncos, though.
That would be that would be cool.
Mhm.
Now, but didn't he was like rumored like he was playing golf a lot with John Elway?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're partners.
I love how they read into that.
They
like,
speculate all of that
God,
stuff.
He was playing with John Elway. I would play with John Elway.
Yeah,
Like,
I would too.
I'm not going to be the quarterback for the Broncos. Well, I never played football, but you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, who wouldn't want to play with John Elway?
Yeah, I know. I mean, come on, dude. Like, and I mean, but everybody, they all play golf together. They all in cahoots. They all love each other. They all, you know what I'm
They're
saying?
like attorneys. They go to war with each other, and then at the end of the day, they the ones drinking.
It's like WWE almost now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I don't read into that.
yeah, it's the more drama that they have in the NFL, the more ratings it is.
Better.
Because you want to know why? Because nobody watches football anymore because it's so sissified now. Like
Exactly.
they sissified it, and the officiating has been so freaking horrible. It's
Especially
like,
if you're a Saints fan.
yeah, especially if you're a Saints fan. But it's like, what's a catch? What's not a catch? Did he fumble? Did he not fumble? Hey, did it touch the ground? What? That was a blatant hit, dude. They had something that was in the playoffs. I think it was Ben Roethlisberger got hit in the head or something. Like just
Tapped on the mask.
tap and 15-yard penalty, and
Yeah.
it kept the drive alive. And I'm like, dude, that's not.
That's not a foul.
Bro, I remember watching that stuff when I was little. Ronnie Lott, cut it off, bro. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different time.
Nah, it's nuts. But yeah, we going off on tangents all over the place.
Yeah,
That's how we usually do in the podcast.
We started
but
talking about how we work for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then Tom
Yep.
Brady popped up.
Tom Brady
How does
pops
Tom
up.
Brady pop up in every conversation?
He's the man. He's the man. I must have the man crush on him. I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, Tom, why don't you go to Lakeside Toyota, man?
Yeah,
Lakeside
go.
Toyota and buy you buy all of them. I know he's probably got the money, and his wife's got more money than him. So
Yeah.
yeah,
buy a few forerunners.
One day, I'm gonna be a 7-time world champion. I am. I'm a 7-time world champion already in my own mind at Cajun Parodies.
In your backyard cornhole.
And cornhole, yes, I am. It might take me an hour to do a trick shot, but
it don't matter because it only takes
added
me,
all that together.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
it took me 15 seconds to watch you make it without
Exactly.
looking. That's all.
That's freaking funny. But yeah, going back to like the last couple of weeks, I've been preparing for the rodeo. We were supposed to have it on June the 19th.
Yep.
And that freaking
Florida.
storm. I don't know what it is with weathermen now, and I mean, look, I dub Daniel Graves, and I did Peyton Malone for the first time 2 weeks ago when Claudette was forming, and because when he came on, it's so funny because he's a young dude, and his name is Peyton Malone, so I just think of Post Malone, yeah. So I just think of that instantly, and I'm like, what can I do? What kind of song can I do? And I was like, congratulations, evacuation. So I did the evacuation thing, and I dubbed them. But I don't know what it is, man. It's like when we were growing up, it was like, all right, there's a hurricane way out in the Atlantic. Man, got to worry about that, whatever. And then we wouldn't know about it or give, like, they'd be like, okay, guys, seriously now, y'all need to go. Like,
you got like 48 hours.
You got 48 hours, y'all pack y'all stuff and go. Now, dude, they forecasting these things 3 weeks out. Oh, look, the cone of uncertainty, 80% chance that it's going to hit us, and it's 2 weeks out. I'm like, I think
they're causing panic. That's all they're
drama
doing.
for your mama,
Exactly.
bro. Same thing we do. I mean, controversy gets the ratings and people to watch, and it's
Exactly.
going to cause people to buy all the batteries, all the toilet paper, all the water, and I'm telling you, you know who makes the most money during hurricanes? The Weather Channel. You want to know why?
'Cause everybody's tuning in.
Exactly, and they selling so many freaking ads. So
Well,
it's
that's
like
the
they
thing.
want this to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, that's the cone of uncertainty reaches from the tip of Texas all the way to Key West,
To
Florida.
Florida, yeah. I mean, like,
Thanks,
Okay,
man.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so they want
So I got my
everybody in that
mother-in-law
area.
calling me. Y'all should cancel your trip, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to
I
cancel.
went, like, when we found out the rodeo was, because we were going to go down there. When
Right.
we found out it was canceled, we planned the shopping trip.
Uh-huh.
And we went to New Orleans. And
Beautiful.
that's usually a place that everybody freaks out because of with Katrina and all that.
Right.
Everybody was out having a great time. Like,
Well,
it
the
didn't
way
even rain.
the way it happened, and I saw it down there in the big Campeche, you know, they like, and I was like, and I made fun of it. I was like, they have an X because they're like, okay, this is where it's starting at. The X marks the spot, and I'm like,
all the weather was 400 miles away.
exactly. And I said, so it's coming to Xavier, Louisiana. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, try to make up a city that it comes to. So I'm like, I'm looking at it on the map, and I'm like, okay. And I'm not putting down meteorology. I mean, I'm sure it's a cool job, and
It's
sure
the only job you can be wrong and still have a job.
Well, exactly. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to put it down. I love that stuff. You remember when I was growing up, I used to video bad weather all the time.
Yeah.
And then I would edit the lightning strikes. And I'd be like, this is Rhett LeCointe reporting live from my backyard. Yeah, you know, and stuff like that. In fact, it's probably in there somewhere.
stack.
If you could see, if you're watching the podcast, I got some VHS tapes up against the wall that I need to convert digitally upstairs. That's why I got all these hard drives over here. So it's a lot. That's
crazy
hours and hours of
I'm looking
of
at this.
old
It says
stuff.
Nana Shah.
Nana Shah. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. Nana Shah
That was
is
a band.
It was a band. Yeah. Well, I think they still together. They sing like some 50s music, 50s and 60s music. And I took that video at Frontiers. They were playing, and Uncle Wayne let me in just so I can video him, and I videoed them and had people jitterbugging and stuff like that. I might have to rip that and put that online. It might get a lot of views for
That's
them.
when you threw that powder on the floor so people can slide.
Oh yeah, bro! You shake that little wax. They call it floor wax. Bro.
Floor wax, but it was like baby powder.
Oh, bro, you could do the moonwalk on that thing. You could slip and slide. Yeah. Oh, we used to do that all the time. But yeah, when Frontiers was big, it's still big. It's called the Music Cove now in Houma. So
That's what it's called now.
yeah, all those Zydeco bands go over there, like Don Rich and
Oh, okay.
Junior Lacrosse and all. But speaking of Junior Lacrosse, that's what we were supposed to do June 19th.
Yep.
So I knew I could see the storms. It was like it's going to be more Alabama, Florida. And usually that happens when a disturbance happens and it starts down there. You got those winds that come out of Texas and it kind of just blows it apart. If it doesn't stay in one spot and it doesn't give it a chance to circulate around that system,
Yeah.
it's going to be all, it's going to look, it's going to look crazy on the screen. So I was like, it ain't even going to freaking rain.
No.
But I'm going to have to, the moral thing to do
It's cancel it.
is cancel it.
Because
Yeah.
if you had one bad something with the floodgates and the levees that they got down there now, just a bad wind can flood it down there.
Well, look, it's enough to have. Look, we did this thing last year. We didn't do the fishing tournament, but we did the
bash.
The bash. We did it during the pandemic, and we had about 1,200 people show up.
Yeah.
So now it's full blown open, and we would have had a rodeo and the bash on that day. I know 2,000
Easily, yeah.
easy, probably more. And they had people, and I felt bad because people were bringing campers, and they had, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
And then I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me just cancel it because, like I said, when you have all those people down there, you're gonna have one couillon that's gonna do something stupid down there. Much less a tropical storm with, if you even fart in Cocodrie, the water gets high.
The water gets high.
So it is the way it is. And if there's any type of storm that passes, those levees, they close them.
They close them. I mean, that's why
And
they built them.
yeah, that's why they built them so, the commercial areas of Houma don't get flooded, because years ago, I think it was for Ike, they had a scare where it was either Ike or was it Gustav? Not Gustav. No, Rita.
Rita, yeah, after Katrina.
After Katrina was Rita. They had so much water that was coming into Houma, they were freaking out, and then they redid all that thing by Industrial Boulevard that you got to go over the route, the thing right there. They put all of that because
your old house, the water was coming up. From
the water was
back.
coming up in the back, on the intercoastal. So, yeah, I mean they closed that so the water goes. So I didn't want 2,000 people down there, And if it did get a little rain or a little windy, and somebody acts stupid down there, and then it's just a sore eye on me.
Exactly.
You know, and nah.
You'd rather
I'd rather disappoint a few people
exactly because you
and
can
save face.
Yeah.
And we let the play another day. You know, that's what we look at.
Yeah.
So August 21st, people. August 21st.
I got more people messaging me about the August 21st
Then the first one,
because they didn't see, like, I guess they didn't see the advertising for the first one, and then
well, we kind of went. I don't want to say it was last minute we planned it, but we kind of advertised it last minute. We started advertising it in April, for a June thing. So now we got 2 more months. We got sponsors. We got all kind of stuff. Speaking of which, special thanks to Schriever Auto Parts. They
Schriever.
Yeah, Schriever. Schriever Auto Parts. They sponsored the weigh-in. So I got a backdrop, and it has y'all catching and their logo on it. So the winners get to take pictures in front of it and stuff like that. And I'm gonna have that up for the bash too, so people can take pictures and stuff like that too with the winners. And I'm gonna we're mobile now with the podcast, so I'm bringing this down to Bahia. We'll interview the winners. We'll interview the bands. Perfect. You know, all of that stuff. So it's gonna be fun down there. So August 21st, it's gonna be hotter than a diab's boudic. I know, but you know what? I don't care.
Dig it out.
So yeah, dig it out and sweat it out, bro. Sweat it out. But you can go. So the rules are plain and simple, because they got some couillons out there that think they can do whatever they want to do, and I'm not gonna call any names out.
Come out for the fishing rodeo.
Yeah.
Cutting tails and smashing noses.
Cutting tails, smashing, and not buying a ticket before weigh-ins.
Yeah, you don't fish. You buy the ticket.
I'm not saying
fish.
any names, but they know who they are, and they're not gonna get away with it with the y'all catching rodeo.
I mean, it's
I'm telling
supposed
you.
to be a friendly, fun thing. Just buy the damn ticket.
I've been wanting to start this thing ever since y'all catching started popping off. But I know every fishing rodeo I go to, you got some hard heads, bro.
You got the ones that want to cheat the system. It's in every sport. Anything you got money on the line,
right?
Somebody's gonna try to bend.
And I didn't want to deal with that. You know, I want friends, family to come out, have a good time, have a few drinks, whatever. And I want people to go down to Cocodrie, bro. People don't go down there anymore, you know? And I just want to bring people down there. That's where I get the inspiration for all the songs. Mm-hmm. Papa used to have us down there. My parent and daddy, they used to, I mean, that was our vacation when we were little.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't go to Destin and Disney.
No, we went to the camp and buy a Sally.
You know, and we went trawling. I'm talking pulling a 16-foot trawl behind
if we wanted to go to Disney, I still remember it. Daddy woke us up, and I was probably
I remember that.
7 years old. I don't even, maybe 7, 8, I don't know. But he's like, y'all want to go to Disney? And
y'all going to pay for it.
He said, all right, get in the boat. We're like, what the hell? Like, we can't ride a boat to Disney. Like, I'm still young. I don't even know. The trawl net's in there, like a 16-foot trawl.
Yep. We trawled for 1 week.
Yep, 1 week. My dad took a week off of work.
Yep.
We trawled every day to pick up enough shrimp, sell it at the dock for the money to go to Disney.
That's the first catfish sting I ever got in my life, in my thumb. Like I was picking in a 3A box. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. And look, you can see those big catfish. You know, the little ones are underneath those freaking chevrettes, bro.